God.
There you go.
Mind blowing now.
Oh man, look.
What you gonna do now, Jenny? It's only chocolate.
Twitch just broke. Twitch just broke.
Poor girl. I feel bad for her.
What's good, Jenny?
She left now.
I know, huh?
She's like, there's too much.
Damn. That's a black hole right there, boy. Sucking me in.
Oh man.
Yeah. Once you get sucked in,
shit.
you don't get out. You know what I'm saying?
Hi, Duane.
Hey, moms, how you doing? Good to see you. I apologized to you yesterday on the podcast because the day before yesterday.
She wasn't watching yesterday.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying. Credibility purposes. Moms, I was, because the day before yesterday, I was passionate about a certain subject. I can't remember what we was talking about. But I was going off at the mouth, throwing probably more F-bombs than I should have. Oh, it was about Shawn's dad. That's what it was. And it was a... Yeah.
Out of everything, like, I was passionate. Oh, it was about Shawn's dad.
No, I was passionate about it.
I know.
Yeah. But, so, even though you weren't listening yesterday, I apologize for the day before, all them F-bombs.
I'm going to... Mom's not going to get mad at you cursing, bro.
No, I know.
I told you that.
I know.
So, Undead Unicorn said, from what I understand, affirmative action is the idea that minorities are more likely to be chosen for a job or education position because they are a minority. I think in a large portion of the Western world,
I don't like that.
this is unnecessary and likely leads to the idea of filling quotas and thus people being treated unfairly. Jenny said, but the question becomes, is it reality the society's fault or the individual? Undead Unicorn said, like if you're a business owner and you're a racist, you only hire white people, the chances are your business is going to fail. And besides, would a black man or woman really want to work for a man or woman who resents him because of the color of his skin?
Right, hiring him because he has to versus is he qualified?
Absolutely.
That's the thing with me. We were talking a little bit about it yesterday. Josh was asking, you know, what my opinion on it was. And if I was I am a business owner, but it's something I can do on my own. But if I was somebody that had to hire a certain race, it would be annoying. Yeah. It would just be annoying, and it would be one more thing on top of every other thing you had to worry about being a business owner. Mm-hmm. And so I think that if you don't get the job, if you're not qualified, you shouldn't get the job.
Exactly.
I don't care, tall, short, big, small, female, male, or whatever you identify with, him, her, Z, or whatever.
They, them.
Yeah, whatever pronoun, whatever 120 pronouns you identify with. I don't think you should get hired based solely on, you know, where you come from or whatever.
Yeah. Because
if you do that enough times, you'll have enough people that aren't quite qualified for your job. Yep. And then shit starts going south at your work, you know? And then it's the people that you hired that are quote unquote minorities and they're screwing up, then that makes them look bad on top of already looking bad getting hired just because of your race. Yeah. So it doesn't make sense, man.
Well, on top of what you just said is it also breeds discontent and anger and animosity from the the person who's doing the hiring. Absolutely. Because now I'm being forced to do something I may not necessarily want to do just to appease everybody else. And then, like you said, on top of it, I may not get a skilled worker, and I may be dealing with bullshit. Exactly. And it's like, why does my company have to suffer to appease a number or quota?
And then where do you draw the line of, like, you know how bosses like to go out sometimes after work or whatever, and they take employees? Are they going to take the minority employees? Are they going to be like, Hector and Ray, we're gonna go out after. It's almost like they're asking because they have to ask, not because they really want them around. You feel me? So it would avoid a lot of things if, and I said this yesterday and the day before, my own, I don't want to say my own kind, the African American people, or people of any darker color that relates to African Americans. A lot of them throw that race card too quick. Yep. They just hide behind it. Yeah. You know, they hide behind it. And the example I gave is if two people were at a job interview sitting outside the office waiting for their name to be called in, both guys go in, give the same exact answer, same exact questions and everything else, but the white dude gets the job. Black people be like, oh, it's because I'm black. No, it's just because this dude has more accolades than you do.
Yeah.
Or this guy has more education than you do. Or something like that. It's not always because you're black.
But what happens if it is because they're black? Because
Now,
they've actually done those studies
right.
where they turn in the applications and all they do is change the name to an African American
true,
sounding
right.
name versus a white name, and
Yes.
all of a sudden they want to hire them more often because they're white.
Now, because of that, though, not enough people see that because it's oversaturated with people that are just throwing the race card out there, right?
Yeah.
So it's like if you have 100 people and 90 of those people are just throwing out that black card like Gambit on X-Men, just throwing shit out, right?
Yeah.
The black card? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I got
But
one now.
then-
Jenny gave me one.
Oh, no. Oh, she's certified to hand them out? Is that what it is?
Well, apparently.
Oh,
we were
okay.
talking about like my old Interscope days and how my
Yeah,
old
yeah.
boss was like, man, if you don't call me nigga, we're going to have a problem.
We're going to have a problem.
You must be sitting with your moms right now. Yeah, well.
So what happens is you take 100 people, 90 of them are throwing out the black card, but then 10 of those are really going through racist issues.
Yeah.
That 90 gets heard more than that 10, so the general public doesn't listen to that 10 anymore.
Yep.
Because now it's just noise.
So beautiful. There's
Feel
always
me?
something.
Well, it's what we're dealing with the Me Too
Sorry about the
movement.
noise.
You know, all these
Yeah.
people want to like devalue actual
Oh,
rape
man.
victims and
Exactly.
actual sexual assault cases
Right.
with weird shit. He nudged my shoulder at a party one time.
Yeah,
Do you not
exactly.
understand like what that does to actual people who have been through sexual assault, people who have
It's-
been raped?
Yeah, it pisses. Like if I was a female, and you know,
You might identify as one tomorrow, so
I might.
this is a heads up in
Well,
case.
I'm gender
I'm gonna
fluid.
tell you this though. If I was a
Facts.
female,
Are you?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. The second I found out I can be fluid, I can change it on a dime to suit me or monetary value.
or suit the situation.
Yeah, whatever I need it to be
Yeah.
is what it's going
Well,
to
then
be.
I'm gonna be racially fluid. So next time I'm gonna go start applying for jobs, and
Well,
when they
don't-
don't.
you already
Can't
have-
do that.
you already
Rachel
have
Dolezal
Japanese
tried that and it didn't work very well.
Wait.
Remember her?
yeah, yes, I
So,
do.
but if I was a woman, though, well, side note, if I was a woman, I'd probably be more like Medea than anything. But if I was
sexy and thick.
if I was a woman, though, I would be livid at the females that are just throwing out the. I don't want to say ticky tacky as in it's not important, but not as important as straight up rape.
Did you
Yeah.
say ticky tacky?
Yeah.
I've never even heard that term. Real quick, Undead Unicorn said, well, if it's a situation where they're not hired due to the racism, I go back to my previous points of A, that business will likely fail due to the lack of skilled employees. I don't think so anymore. B, would you like to work under someone who hates you just because you look different in the first place? There's so many people in America. This is what's one of the most twisted things about today's society. So many people will do something just out of spite.
Yep.
So there are a lot of people in this country that will go work for somebody just because they know that that person has to hire them, just so they can do a lackadaisical fucking job, collect their hourly paycheck, just barely get by, do the bare minimum because they know their employer hates it.
Yeah, and they'll intentionally try to get fired so that they can sue them.
Right.
you
Right,
know?
right, or collect unemployment, whatever.
Exactly.
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
Way more than anybody would fathom. If you stop and think about it, you're like, man, I know people that do that.
Yeah.
I really do.
Got a handful of friends.
It's nuts. So Jenny said,
Yeah.
if the black employee and white employee are equally skilled, the business wouldn't fail.
I agree.
I would agree with
I
that.
hope to agree.
But I'd like to see the studies because there's not saying that they wouldn't. I would agree. If you have enough skilled people at your job, it should flourish, right?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we live in a society right now where race is taken into consideration, which shouldn't. It shouldn't matter one bit.
That's really in all directions,
And,
though, too.
Oh, it's with everything. It's not just
Absolutely.
race. It's with everything.
You know, if you
Women
go to the barbecue joint and you got a white dude working at the counter, people are like, I'll go eat somewhere else.
yeah, they're suspect. They're like, hold up. Hold up. It's like going to a sushi joint, but everyone making sushi
All the
is
Mexicans.
Hispanic. Yeah.
But
That's
yet
why I
again,
won't go to Sushi Hana.
That's different.
I will not, dude. Sushi
because-
Hana's like plastic.
Because you got to
You
look
know
at the
why it's
data.
like plastic?
White
Because they're
people
importing shit from Mexico.
White people don't do good barbecue on the numbers. Like, statistically,
In the South, though, they do.
in the South is different.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about up here. Sorry.
But up here, it's a little bit different.
It's different.
But back home in Jacksonville, Florida, where I'm from, shout out to Gainesville, Duval County. There's the Southern white people that have been there the whole lives. They're like super Southern. You feel me?
Southern drawl.
Those cats, yes, those cats can get down.
Yeah.
It's the ones that like to barbecue. They don't really have a passion for it. They just like it. You know, they just throw some burgers and hot dogs on the grill or something, and they're like, barbecue. And it's like that.
Except for in the South, white people make brisket like they make turkey.
Oh my gosh,
dry as fucking can
yeah,
be,
so dry.
and
When
in
you take
small
a bite,
portions.
You gotta force it.
Yeah.
This is great. Whoever made this is amazing.
Right?
No. I ain't flying with that. But as far as business owners nowadays, there's tremendous pressure. Which being a business owner, you're under enough pressure anyway.
Yeah.
But being under pressure because you have to hire a certain race, or you have to hire a certain amount of females, or you have to hire a certain amount of whatever, it puts unneeded pressure on the employer. And then when the employer doesn't do it, right, and there's like a story that comes out, they paint that employer as being racist.
Yep.
When the employer has no inkling, no fiber in his being of being racist,
Yeah.
it's just he's put in a position where I'm not hiring motherfuckers that aren't qualified. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just not doing it. And that's what we need to focus on. But the problem is the majority right now are the people focused on the negative shit. You know, it's the people that have a platform to speak their mind, which everyone has a right to say what they got to say. But too many people are saying words without education behind them.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, do the research, man. Like, don't just be like, I'm black, so I gotta stick up for every black person. No, because some black people's in the wrong like a motherfucker.
Oh,
know?
yeah.
It's like one of those things where everyone has that friend where you can't take nowhere.
Yep.
Because they act a fool. You
Yep.
feel me? Black, white, whatever. Everyone has that one crazy ass friend. Jeannie, I feel like you that friend in whatever. But it's like when your homie fucks up, I'm not just gonna ride with him just because that's the homie. I'm like, you fucked up, dog.
Yeah.
I'm like one of these guys. I'm like, I don't know this dude. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Or when they start acting a fool, acting crazy. Or I've been in a situation where I walked into a 7-Eleven and I was with a group of friends of mine, and I had that Gambit dude in the group, right?
Yep.
And he, regardless whether it was serious or not, he said, but he was dead serious about it. He was like, he looked at the hot case, and the hot case were the hot dogs and then whatever else is in there. They had, I think it was like a new flavor of fucking Big Bite or something. It was barbecue something. And one of my other friends was like, yo, you should try that barbecue Big Bite or whatever. Just literally just saying, try the Big Bite. It was good. He had one, I guess, you know? And the dude was like, oh, it's because I'm black, I gotta have a barbecue one? Is that what you saying? And it's like, bro, calm down. He was just suggesting, because he had it and he liked it, he thought that you might like it too. That's the shit that just gets on my nerves. But those type of people are the ones that know this employer is gonna have to hire me regardless. And then they go and they do a lackadaisical job, and then now you're losing more than you're actually gaining. Now you gained a headache and you gained somebody that's not even qualified to work at your job. So it's a messed up situation. But like I said, the 90% is being heard over the 10% of real shit that's going on.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, it's because those people are the most vocal, you know, overall. Right. So it's hard when you have a very vocal group of angry people, upset, whatever you know, and then everybody else who's happy, you know, or living their lives. We ain't got time to bullshit or cry about stuff like that.
Nobody got time for that, man. We living our best life, bro.
Yeah, it's the people who are the most trouble right now are the loudest, and they get propelled into the spotlight because everybody on social media gets a chance to be heard. And so it's like these keyboard warriors are just sitting there, you know, stroking it away all day, talking shit.
Man, these social media gangsters is thick, ain't they?
Man, they really are.
They're deep. If they was a clique in real life, bro, they'd be deep, bro.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy. But my advice to anybody out there who sees this now or sees this in the future, and you are one of those people who's so quick to jump that you didn't get something because of where you come from or because of your race or whatever, man, pump your brakes and do a little more education and have a little more respect for yourself.
Yeah.
Because in all actuality, if you're so quick to throw that card out, how much do you really value yourself as a person? Not as whatever race you are, but as an actual person, a human being. When you wake up and you go to brush your teeth in the morning, you're not looking in the mirror like, you're not looking at yourself like, well, for me anyway, I don't look in the mirror and be like, oh, I'm a black man brushing my teeth right now. Yeah. When I wake up, I'm like, I'm brushing my teeth. What do I got to do today? This, that, and the other thing. Like, race doesn't even pop into my head. You know what I mean? But again, like I was saying yesterday or the day before, my life is a little bit different because I was raised in a white household. You know what I mean? So, but I can see from both sides. And I think that's why part of me has a little bit more of understanding than the next person, but also I do research, man. I study. Like we was talking about yesterday, like cross-checking information. Yeah. You know, like that's what I do because, and I advocate that for everybody. Thank you. I accept this award. I advocate everybody.
Thanks for the cheer. Good looking, Mom.
Good looking, moms. I advocate everybody to do your own research. If you have a clique of people you hang out with and one person has an opinion, don't just ride with their opinion because it's cool to have love for them. It's cool to have all this stuff for them, but do your own thinking. Right. You know, don't just, you know, put everything into this person and what they say is concrete. Because a lot of times, a lot of your friends don't know what they're talking about either.
Yeah, well, even if you put credence in something that somebody says or it sounds right, it can maybe reinforce your thought process or whatever, but you should still fact check it or go and, you know.
Exactly.
Nolan said Duane Hart.
Hey, what's up, Miss Nolan? How you doing, Mom?
Have you guys caught up in chat at all?
No, I'm just getting ready to.
Jenny said, conversely, I've had instances of racism by white employers. I remember a white chef was smoking heavily, so I said the city provides free nicotine patches to wean you off. The guy responded under his breath, "You people always trying to get stuff for free."
I mean, it's true. I knew she was black. I fucking knew it, Jenny.
Or Dominican. Or
yeah, she could be. Yeah.
So Jenny,
I know you something else.
She's something kind of brown.
Yeah.
I say Puerto Rican. Jenny, what are you? Inquiring minds want to know.
I'm gonna say either sister, Puerto Rican,
maybe Cuban.
Cuban. Yep.
Yeah, Cuban.
I would accept Cuban.
Dominican.
And what is with Artemis? What is that? Is it Artemis? Artemis?
You've been on that tip, bro.
I just want to know.
He's like, no niggas named Artemis anyway.
Exactly. I'm like, that's not her last name, probably, Doug.
Nah, she ain't putting her real name.
Man, your picture, Josh, your picture looks clear on this screen, but when I'm watching it on Twitch, it's kind of fuzzy.
I mean, Twitch is trying to do its best. It's the algorithm trying to save people's eyes.
But on the replays, though, it's clear though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Because we record it instead of just going straight from Twitch.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah.
So I don't see
that makes
America
a difference.
Post-racism or as a post-racism world.
Oh man.
Oh, she's from Ghana.
She's from Ghana?
What?
That's my favorite soccer team in the World Cup. The only time I watch soccer is during the World Cup. Ghana. Are you for real? She's from Ghana?
Guyana?
Unless.
I thought Ghana was G-A-N-A. G-U-Y-A-N-A.
Ghana is G-H-A-N-A.
Okay.
Oh. Then I really don't know what it is.
She said G-U-Y-A-N-A.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't even know how to spell your own country.
Nigga, I'm not from Ghana.
I didn't look at you. I'm thinking Jenny. Baba. Okay. I'm looking at you, Jenny.
I thought that
Jenny. You did say that though. You was like, you don't know how to spell your own country. You was looking at him, but
okay,
that's what's up. If you're from, if you're
nigga, I can't read. I'm sorry. Fuck. Words are hard. Okay.
Undead Unicorn. When I said Jenny,
so
so what are you? Undead Unicorn said, well, what is it anyway? Someone might know. Jenny said, have you ever heard of Guyana? And Undead Unicorn said, yeah, the bit owned by France or the independent part of my country used to own, or the Dutch part. Jenny said, no, Josh, Jesus Christ. No, Josh is not Jesus Christ.
I do have the same initials as Jesus Christ. JC.
So Undead Unicorn said it's just above Brazil in South America.
Interesting.
Just above Brazil.
I'm stuck in it. I'm stuck in an American box, dude.
That's what's up, man. That's tight.
I'm stuck in.
So does she know how to dance? Does she know how to? Because usually
Brazilian dance.
Well, I'm just saying, South Americans love to dance, bro.
Yeah. Well, all cultures have their own.
Shout out to Jenny and her culture.
Go on. Tell us about white people dance. Don't worry.
Not unusual to be loved by a woman.
Carlton is what you got. Okay, that's fine. I'll accept
Look at,
that.
You know what's
look at-
crazy is if
Look
that's
at
a white
musicals
dance,
since the dawn of
for sure,
the dawn of time,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
since
yeah.
the dawn of movie time.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's how cool it is though, because I mean everyone loves Carlton, bro. Everyone loves Carlton. And so when he's doing that,
Who admitted that he took those moves from somebody else, but now he's trying to sue Fortnite for making their characters dance like that?
Is he really?
Yeah, he's suing because it is his dance, and he emulated or took something and kind of like varied it a little bit, so it's not the original dance.
But he didn't copyright the shit.
No, but
So
it's
he doesn't
his
have a right to
dance.
sue.
was
Get out
It's
of
the
here.
Carlton dance. Look it up, and what's it called? It's called the Carlton dance. It ain't called the Sugar Ray Leonard dance or anything else.
Jenny said, "Undead, are you Venezuelan?" He says, "Nope." She says, "Oh," he says, "English." She said, "Yeah, the former colony." He said, "Oh, nice. Long live the Commonwealth." Nolan said, "I can white girl dance." And Undead said, "God save the Queen."
Good morning, YouTube, or afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Good news, we're doing a weekly giveaway on our YouTube channel for Amazon gift cards. All you got to do to enter is like the video, give us a subscribe, and comment below. The more comments you give us on the weekly videos for that week, we go Monday through Sunday, the more chances you have being entered, basically. So I'm going to go through whatever the most creative content is as far as your comments go, and I'll pick a winner, and I'll send you a gift card. It's pretty simple. Free money. Who likes free money? I know I do. Subscribe. Have a good day.